Góðan daginn og velkomin. My name is Thomas. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm the Icelandic professor. I lived on Iceland for 2 years, learning Icelandic, speaking Icelandic, and when I came home, I taught the Icelandic 101, 102, 201, and 202 courses at a local university here where I live. Now, what I found as I taught those courses and as I learned Icelandic myself is, number one, there are not a lot of learning materials for learning Icelandic. And the few materials out there are either in Icelandic, so you have to already speak a certain amount of the language to even understand what it's explaining, or number two, it's not very practical. So it would teach you grammar, phrases, and then jump over and teach you some random vocabulary that I would never use. So the whole purpose of my channel, and I've written 2 books, Icelandic for Tourists and Icelandic 101, the purpose of those is to help you, number one, speak Icelandic every single day, and number two is to teach you very practical, useful vocabulary, grammar, and phrases. Again, to get you speaking just every single day. That's the most important part. Whether you have your plane tickets booked to Iceland this summer, or you're just taking the first step in manifesting going to Iceland someday, or maybe you just saw The Secret Life of Walter Mitty and you thought Iceland looks like a cool place, I'd love to go there someday, this channel and my books are for you. So let's jump into today's lesson. Today's lesson is all about how to introduce yourself and get to know somebody in Icelandic. We're gonna do that by memorizing a few phrases. I've found that it's much easier to learn the phrases first and then go back and analyze them as to the grammar and vocabulary and why things conjugate how they do, instead of learning a bunch of vocabulary, trying to memorize all the conjugations, and then putting it together. We're just gonna start speaking. Memorize these phrases and we'll go back in another video and look at the vocabulary and grammar involved. But let's jump right in. So our first phrase here is Góðan daginn, ég heiti, and then fill in the blank with your name. So I would say Thomas. Góðan daginn, ég heiti Thomas. So there's a few letters here we want to break down. Right in the middle of Góðan, we have the eth, which is a voiced th. This is one of the biggest mistakes beginners and people new to learning Icelandic make, is devoicing the eth. So it's not Góðan, but Góðan, like the th in the or though. So Góðan daginn. Important thing with daginn is the G sounds like a Y. When G is between A and I, you make it sound like a Y. So daginn, not daginn. So Góðan daginn, ég, the E with an accent sounds like yeah. So ég, and then heiti, EI makes the A sound. So ég heiti Thomas. Góðan daginn, ég heiti Thomas. And then you could ask them what their name is, whoever you're talking to. What is your name? Hvað heitir þú? Hvað heitir þú? Important things with pronunciation here. HV sounds like a KV. And we have heitir, again, EI makes the A sound. And then thu. So we have a thorn, which is our other TH sound. And this is the devoiced TH, like in thunder. So thu. U with an accent sounds like 2 O's. U. So we have hvað heitir þú. We're starting the conversation. Let's put all of that together. Góðan daginn, ég heiti Thomas. Hvað heitir þú? Next up, we've got, how are you? So after you introduce yourself, you say, my name is Thomas. What's your name? You can ask them, how are you? And you're going to say, hvað segir þú gott? So hvað, again, HV sounds like KV, kvad. Segir, we have the G right in the middle of two vowels. Second vowel is an I, so G is going to sound like a Y. Segir, thu, our thorn, D voice TH. Gott. There's two important things with the word gott. So O without any accents, you're going to make your mouth start kind of small, like in the open O shape in the sound. And you're going to open your mouth. So it's oa, not O. So it's not goat or got, but guat. Oa, oa, oa. You open up your mouth as you say the O. And then with two T's in a row right next to each other, there's a little pre-aspiration. So hopefully you can hear that. I'll try to overemphasize it. But it's gott, gott, not got. Kvad säger du gott, but gott. Kvad säger du gott? How are you? Or literally, what say you good? Kvad säger du gott? To respond to that, you'd say, I'm good, I'm fine. Very common responses. Or if you want to say, I'm bad, you would just say, I am not good. I am not fine. So we've got jag säger gott, jag säger fint. So again, nothing too crazy here. Nothing we haven't already done. Jag säger gott, jag säger fint. So with fint, there's the I with an accent, which sounds like two E's. We have E, fint, and then just NT, fint. Or if you want to say I'm not good, you would say jag säger ekki gott. Jag säger ekki fint. So ekki is similar to the two T's. When you have two K's in a row, there's also a pre-aspiration. So it's not ekki, but ekki. Ekki. So jag säger ekki gott, jag säger ekki fint. Or jag säger gott, jag säger fint. So practice that. Kvad säger du gott? Jag säger gott, jag säger fint. Jag säger ekki gott, jag säger ekki fint. Moving our conversation along, after you've asked them how they are, you can say, where are you from? So we've got hvaðan ert þú? Hvaðan ert þú? So again, we have HV, sounds like KV. You have an eth in the middle, so a voiced TH. Hvaðan ert þú? Ert, the R is devoiced. Don't worry about that too much. I can put some resources about devoiced R's and how to really do those and get that down. But for right now, just know R before a T is devoiced. So it's not ert, but ert. You just breathe out, you exhale as you roll your R. Also, pretty much all R's in Icelandic are rolled. So hvaðan ert þú is the question, where are you from? You'd respond with ég frá. Jeg frá. And I've got a few options here of where you can be from. Again, we're not going to go over all the grammar of why these conjugate, how they do right now. And I can give you more options later. Drop in the comments where you're from. I'll let you know how to say that exactly in Icelandic. What country you're from, what state you're from. But for right now, we've got ég frá Bandaríkjunum, which is the United States. Bandaríkjunum. Skandinavíu, sure you can guess, Scandinavia. Evrópu, Europe. Ásiu, Asia. Suður-Ameríku, South America. Afriku, Africa. And Ástraliu, Australia. So again, I would say, if someone asked me, hvaðan ert þú? I'd respond with, ég frá Bandaríkjunum. Next up, we've got a fun one. What do you like to do? This is going to be a great one for practicing every day because I'm going to give you so many different options to fill in the blank with of different things to do. Let's jump in. Let's learn the question. Hvað finnst þér gaman að gera? We're experts at hvað at this point. We say that pretty much in every question. So hvað finnst sounds just like it looks. Finnst þér. So we have our thorn, the E with an accent, which sounds like yeah, and then R at the end. Þér, gaman, straightforward. Að gera. Hvað finnst þér gaman að gera? What do you like to do? And you answer this with mér finnst gaman, fill in the blank with what you like to do. Again, drop in the comments. Let me know what you like to do. I'll let you know how to say that in Icelandic. But here are a few options for right now. So someone asks you, hvað finnst þér gaman að gera? You respond with mér finnst gaman að lesa, to read. Að hjóla, to bike. Að æfa mig, to exercise or to work out. Along the line, very similar. Að fara í ræktina, to go to the gym. Again, að fara í ræktina. Að synda, to swim. Að spila íþróttir, to play sports. Að ferðast, to travel. Að baka, to bake. And now a couple of long ones. Að horfa á bíómyndir. The most important thing with that one is the F in horfa sounds like a V. It's very voiced. So að horfa á bíómyndir. And then we've got að hlusta á tónlist, to listen to music. All of those one more time. Að lesa, að hjóla, að æfa mig, að fara í ræktina, að synda, að spila íþróttir, að ferðast, að baka, að horfa á bíómyndir, að hlusta á tónlist. So these are just a few options of what you can say after mér finnst gaman að æfa mig. I like to work out. Or mér finnst gaman að hlusta á tónlist. I like to listen to music. The nice thing about Icelandic is it's a very proper language. So if you ask someone, hvað finnst þér gaman að gera? 99.9% of the time, they're going to respond with mér finnst gaman að, fill in the blank with whatever they like to do. So there's very, you can expect the kind of response you're going to get when you ask hvað finnst þér gaman að gera? Same thing with hvað segir þú gott? Same thing with hvaðan ert þú? They're going to say ég segi gott, or ég segi, fill in the blank, or ég frá, fill in the blank. So that's a nice thing about Icelandic. Let's finish the conversation here. Just a couple of phrases to end it. Gaman að hitta þig. Very straightforward. Gaman að hitta. Again, 2 T's in a row. We got that pre-aspiration. Gaman að hitta þig. Nice to meet you. We've got við sjáumst, which means see you later. Literally, we will see each other later. Við sjáumst. You don't want to say what I hear a lot of beginners learning Icelandic say is sjáumst. It's not sjáumst, but sjáumst. We've got the A with an accent, which sounds like ow, and then the U is just an sound. Sjáumst, við sjáumst. And then bless, the easiest one. Goodbye. Bless. So let's put it all together. I've got a dialogue here for us to practice between 2 people, 2 of my favorite Icelandic names, Ægir and Ásdís. We're going to use all the phrases that we've learned so far. Call a friend, go grab someone in your family, grab a roommate. You be Ægir or you be Ásdís, have them be the other one, and let's go through this dialogue. So, Ægir is going to start it. We've got Góðan daginn. Ég heiti Ægir. Hvað heitir þú? Ég heiti Ásdís. Hvað segir þú gott? Ægir says, Ég segi allt gott, en þú? Ég segi allt fínt, takk. Hvaðan ert þú? Ég frá Íslandi. Hvaðan ert þú? Flott, ég frá Bandaríkjunum. Hvað finnst þér gaman að gera? Mér finnst gaman að lesa og að synda. Hvað finnst þér gaman að gera? Mér finnst gaman að horfa á bíómyndir. Gaman að hitta þig. Sömuleiðis, bless, bless. My advice with this dialogue is to use this every single day. Switch out some of the things for hvað finnst þér gaman að gera. Switch out, mér finnst gaman að horfa á bíómyndir. Switch that out for mér finnst gaman að hlusta á tónlist. One day, just do the little things to keep it interesting. But the most important thing is that you speak every single day. So now you know how to introduce yourself and start getting to know somebody in Icelandic. If you want more conversational phrases like this, more very practical Icelandic, be sure to subscribe and check out my website, The Icelandic Professor. I've got my book out right now, Icelandic for Tourists, and Icelandic 101 will be out in a week. Do not go to Iceland without Icelandic for Tourists. It's going to teach you how to ask for very basic directions. And those are very similar to what we learned today, where if you ask, where is this? Directions are all go straight, turn right, turn left. Very straightforward. There's a lot of good exercises in there. It's going to teach you how to order food in Icelandic and read an Icelandic menu. If you're going somewhere besides Subway or Taco Bell, they don't have McDonald's, fun fact. But if you're going to a real restaurant, you're going to want to know how to order food and speak some Icelandic there. You're going to want to know how to ask, what does this cost? How much is this? So do not go to Iceland without Icelandic for Tourists. Be sure to subscribe for new videos like this every week with very useful phrases. Again, I'm the Icelandic Professor. I'll see you next time. Við sjáumst.